Every day, we wake up standing at the door for new opportunity. But what we say determines whether we walk through it or stay stuck behind it. Words are not just sounds, they are seeds. And today we will unlock the power hidden in your voice to change your entire world. Every morning when you open your eyes, you are handed a fresh canvas. The brush you use to paint the picture of your day is your words. You see, words are not random sounds. Words are containers, filled with power, filled with potential, filled with life or death, victory or defeat. Most people don't realize that the first voice they hear is not from the outside, but from within. That voice sets the tone for everything that follows. If you wake up and speak defeat, speak fear, speak failure, you have already authorized your day to produce what you confess. But if you wake up and say, "Today, I am strong. Today, I am focused. Today, I will win," you are giving your life instructions, clear instructions, and your environment will respond. Your words are not entertainment. They are instruments of creation. You are literally framing your world, one sentence at a time. If you keep saying you are tired, life gets heavier. If you keep saying you're unlucky, opportunity hides. If you keep saying nothing ever works for you, don't be surprised when nothing does. But here's the truth. The moment you change your words, you change the direction of your life. Speak health, and your body listens. Speak increase, and your resources find you. Speak favor, and doors you didn't even knock on start opening. It doesn't happen by accident. It happens by authority. Words are not cheap. Words are currency. And every day you are either making a deposit into your destiny or making a withdrawal from your future. What are you speaking into your relationships? What are you speaking into your finances? What are you speaking into your dreams? Your future is listening. Your tomorrow is waiting. It is waiting for you to tell it what to become. And every time you open your mouth, you are giving it permission. So why not speak life? Why not speak possibility? Why not speak greatness into existence? Today is not a rehearsal. Today is the real stage. Your words are the script. And you are the author. You don't need a perfect situation to speak a powerful confession. You don't need everything to look good to say something good. You just need to start right where you are. Because your words today are laying bricks for the house you will live in tomorrow. Now, if your words have the power to shape your destiny, what happens when you learn to speak directly to your future? Get ready, because what's coming next will unlock a secret most people never hear, but you are about to. You were never designed to stumble into your day. You were created to command your day. Every morning, before the world places its demands on you, you must place your demands on the day. You must tell your day what it will become, or it will tell you who you are not. The mistake so many people make is waking up and reacting to the news, reacting to problems, reacting to emotions. But when you live by reaction, you lose control. When you live by command, you take the wheel, you set the course, you decide the outcome. You see, your day is like raw material. It's neutral, it's waiting, it's asking, what should I become? And your words are the blueprint. If you speak confusion, your day becomes chaos. If you speak purpose, your day aligns with destiny. If you speak victory, your day begins to pull you towards success. The key is not waiting until you feel powerful. The key is speaking power, even when you feel weak. Because when you speak it, you create it. When you declare it, you design it. When you command it, you claim it. Wake up and say, "Today I will walk in clarity. Today I will operate in wisdom. Today I will attract favor, opportunity, and strength. Today I will conquer every challenge with courage and confidence." Don't just hope for a good day. Command a good day. Don't just wish for success. Instruct success to find you. Words are not passive. Words are active forces. Every declaration is a door. Every command is a key. When you understand that, you stop living by chance, and you start living by choice. You stop surviving, and you start thriving. The sun rises for everybody, but it shines differently for the one who speaks to it. The hours pass for everybody, but they serve differently the one who commands them. You are not a prisoner of the clock. You are the architect of time. Use your words like a builder uses a hammer, striking with purpose, constructing with precision. Today is not waiting to see how you feel. Today is waiting to hear what you say. And if you don't command your day, something else will. Fear will. Doubt will. Negativity will. But when you rise up and speak life, speak focus, speak vision, you pull your future out of the unseen into the seen. You pull your dreams from the invisible into the visible. Now, if commanding your day can shift your present reality, what happens when you learn to change the language you live by every day? Get ready, because what you speak next will decide the size of the life you build. Everything in your life listens to the language you speak. The question is, are you speaking the language of life, or the language of limitation? Words are more than just expressions, they are instructions. Every word you speak is either breathing life into your future, or choking the possibility right out of it. Life responds to the frequency of your language. If you speak high, you rise high. If you speak low, you sink low. It's not magic, it's principle. You attract what you announce. Some people wonder why their dreams seem far away, but listen to how they speak. I can't. It's too hard. It's impossible. They are unknowingly writing the script of a life they do not want, but are speaking into existence anyway. The language of life sounds different. It says, I will make a way. It says, I am equipped for every challenge. It says, what I need is already on its way to me. It says, every setback is a setup for something greater. You can tell where a person is going by listening to the words they choose to use. The language of life is bold. It's creative. It's full of hope, vision, and strength. The language of limitation is fearful, small, reactive, full of doubt and defeat. Right now, your future is not waiting for more effort, more talent, or more luck. It is waiting for new language. It's waiting for you to change the way you talk about yourself, your future, your possibility. Stop speaking what you fear. Start speaking what you believe. Stop rehearsing your failures. Start rehearsing your victories. Life moves in the direction of your dominant conversation. What are you conversing about daily? When you speak life, you create momentum. Doors swing open. Opportunities come into view. Solutions appear where there were only problems before. Because life itself responds to the voice of faith, vision, and courage. If you want a different life, you have to start with a different language. You cannot walk into greatness while speaking small. You cannot build mountains while confessing valleys. You cannot expect abundance while announcing lack. It's not enough to think positively. You must speak powerfully. Thoughts stay locked inside, but words set them free to build the reality you desire. So from this day forward, let your mouth be a fountain of life. Let your words be a river of strength. Let your language announce the life you were born to live. Now, if speaking the language of life shifts your entire atmosphere, what would happen if you start planting the right words every single day, like seeds? Stay ready, because what you plant, you are about to harvest in ways you never imagined. There is greatness buried inside of you right now, potential waiting, purpose sleeping, power undiscovered. But potential doesn't unlock itself. Potential responds to what you consistently declare over it. Every time you open your mouth and declare who you are becoming, you are turning the key. You are unlocking doors within yourself that fear tried to keep closed. You are waking up abilities that doubt tried to bury. The reason most people never see their full potential is because they stay silent, or worse, they speak against them. They say things like, I'm not smart enough. I'm not strong enough. I'll never be successful. And without realizing it, they build prisons with their own words. Prisons with no bars, no guards, just words. But when you shift your confession, you shift your condition. When you shift your daily declaration, you shift your daily experience. Say it with boldness. I have what it takes. I am prepared for my destiny. I carry ideas that will change the world. I walk in excellence, creativity, and power every day. These are not just positive sayings. These are keys. Keys that unlock hidden rooms of greatness inside of you. Keys that open vaults of wisdom, strength, and creativity you didn't even know you had. You are not waiting on permission to become great. You are waiting on your own declaration to unleash. Daily declarations are not for the world to hear, they are for you to believe. The more you declare it, the more your mind aligns with it. The more you speak it, the more your actions follow it. The more you repeat it, the more your reality bends toward it. You can't declare small and live large. You can't declare defeat and expect to experience victory. Your daily words are daily seeds, and daily seeds become daily harvests. Imagine standing in a massive field, one side barren, empty, dry, the other side lush, green, overflowing with fruit. The only difference is which field you kept sowing your declarations into. Your life is that field. Your words are the seeds. Every day you declare life, strength, power, and vision. You are sowing into the field of your future, and sooner than you think, you will step into a harvest so great, you will barely recognize the person you used to be. Unlock your potential, not someday, but today. Unlock it, not when things get better, but while you speak it better. The gates are already in front of you. All they are waiting for is the sound of your declaration to swing wide open. Now, if daily declarations unlock the hidden greatness inside of you, what happens when you awaken the sleeping giant that's been waiting to hear your voice? Hold on, because what's coming next will change how you see yourself forever. Inside every one of us, there is a giant of vision, a giant of purpose, a giant of strength, waiting to be awakened. But giants don't wake up automatically. Giants wake up when they hear the right voice, when they hear you calling them out. Every day, most people walk small, think small, live small, not because they were born small, but because they never spoke to the giant inside of them. They spoke to their fears, they spoke to their doubts, they spoke to their pain, but they forgot to speak to their power. You must call the giant by name. You must stand in front of the mirror and say, "Greatness, come forth. Power, rise up. Destiny, take your place." Because the giant inside of you is always listening, waiting for permission to move, waiting for the command to stand tall. Your future success is not about finding something new outside of you. It's about awakening something ancient inside of you. There is strength inside you that fear tried to put to sleep. There is brilliance inside you that failure tried to bury. There is vision inside you that disappointment tried to silence. But today is not about what tried to stop you. Today is about what you choose to wake up. You are one declaration away from waking up the giant. You are one word away from igniting the fire that was never meant to die. Say life to your dreams again. Say life to your gifts again. Say life to your future again. The world is not waiting for another copy, another imitation, another echo. The world is waiting for the giant version of you, the bold, fearless, unstoppable. And hear this, you don't have to feel like a giant to speak like one. You don't have to look like a giant to act like one. Speak first, and the giant will rise to meet your words. Act first, and your courage will pull your true power to the surface. When you speak to your fears, they grow. When you speak to your doubts, they multiply. But when you speak to your greatness, your life begins to rise. Your path begins to clear. Your future begins to open. The giant within you is bigger than every obstacle, stronger than every setback, wiser than every mistake. But it is your voice, your belief, your declaration that will awaken it. Now, if speaking to the giant within can transform your inner world, what happens when you start planting words that don't just move you, but begin to build entirely new worlds around you? Get ready, because what's next will change how you create your future from the inside out. Every word you speak is a seed, not just any seed, but a living, breathing seed, carrying within it the power to create, the power to multiply, the power to build something far bigger than what you see right now. The question is, what kind of seeds are you planting? Because every time you open your mouth, you are sowing into your future. And just like a farmer cannot expect apples after planting thorns, you cannot expect success while speaking failure. You cannot expect abundance while sowing lack. You cannot expect joy while planting seeds of sorrow. Speech is not entertainment. Speech is invest. Every conversation, every confession, every declaration is putting something in the ground. You may not see it immediately, but believe me, it is growing. Your words are building unseen roots, establishing hidden foundations, shaping invisible walls that will one day become visible reality. If you want a future filled with hope, start speaking hope. If you want relationships built on love, start speaking love. If you want prosperity, strength, creativity, speak them into the soil of your life, again and again and again. It's not enough to plant once and walk away. Farmers don't throw a seed into the ground and forget it. They water it. They protect it. They speak about the harvest they expect to see. You must do the same with your words. Speak daily. Speak intentionally. Speak persistently. And guard your speech as you would guard precious treasure, because that's exactly what it is. Treasure in seed form. Your future does not grow from what you wish for. It grows from what you consistently plant. Every dream starts as a seed. Every vision starts as a whisper. Every breakthrough starts as a spoken expectation. Imagine standing in the middle of a vast field. What do you see? Barren soil or rows and rows of thriving crops? It all depends on what you've been speaking over your life. You cannot complain your way into a better life. You cannot doubt your way into a bigger dream. You must plant speech like a master gardener, with patience, with precision, and with unwavering expectation. What you speak today, you will live tomorrow. What you declare today, you will walk in next season. Plant wisely, plant boldly, plant fearlessly, because your words will not return empty. They will bring back exactly what you sent them to create. Now, if planting the right words creates the right world around you, what happens when you start protecting your garden from the weeds that try to choke your harvest? Stay tuned, because learning how to protect what you plant will be the key to seeing it flourish beyond your wildest imagination. Once you plant the right seeds with your words, there's something else you must do. You must guard your garden, because no matter how good your seed is, if you allow weeds to grow unchecked, they will choke your future before it ever has a chance to bloom. Your mind is the soil. Your words are the seeds. But negativity is the weed. And if you're not careful, it will sneak in quietly. It will take root silently. It will start wrapping itself around your dreams, around your declarations, around your destiny. Negativity doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers. It comes in little comments like, "You can't do that. Who do you think you are? That's too big for someone like you." It comes through people you trust, through environments you stay in too long, through thoughts you entertain without questioning. Guarding your garden means being ruthless with your environment. You don't allow anyone or anything to plant weeds in your soil. You protect your mind like it's sacred ground, because it is sacred ground. When a negative thought shows up, don't entertain it. Don't argue with it. Don't let it sit down and have coffee with you. Pluck it out immediately. Replace it with a word of life, a word of strength, a word of truth. When someone speaks against your dream, you don't have to fight them. You just don't let their words find a home in your heart. You simply say inside, "That's not my seed, and that's not my future," and you keep moving forward. You must learn to inspect your garden daily. Walk through the fields of your mind, walk through the rows of your speech, and if you find anything growing that you didn't plant, uproot it. If you find doubt, remove it. If you find fear, remove it. If you find jealousy, comparison, small thinking, pull it out by the root. Your harvest depends on the purity of your garden. Your future is too important to let stray seeds of negativity steal your greatness. Be vigilant, be disciplined, be intentional, because weeds never stop trying to grow, but neither does your dream if you protect it. Remember, a well-guarded garden produces a beautiful, unstoppable harvest, but an unguarded garden, it becomes a graveyard for seeds that had the potential to change the world. Now, if protecting your garden keeps your future alive, what happens when you take your declarations to the next level and start speaking with bold, unstoppable authority? Get ready, because what's coming next will teach you how to command your world, not just react to it. There's a difference between speaking words and speaking with authority. Anybody can talk, anybody can chatter, but when you speak with authority, your words shift the atmosphere. They don't just float in the air, they move things. They don't just sound good, they produce results. Authority comes from understanding who you are, knowing what you carry, recognizing that you are not at the mercy of your surroundings. Your surroundings are at the mercy of your words. When you speak with authority, fear has to back up. When you speak with authority, confusion has to clear out. When you speak with authority, doors begin to open, opportunities begin to find you, the atmosphere itself begins to align with the reality you declare. This kind of authority doesn't come from shouting, it doesn't come from trying to impress people. It comes from deep conviction, a rooted belief that your words are not empty, they are alive, every syllable charged with purpose, every sentence filled with power. When you wake up in the morning, you don't ask the day what it has for you. You tell the day what it will bring you. You say today favor follows me. You say today doors of opportunity open before me. You say today I walk in clarity, wisdom, and strength. You don't wait for your feelings to catch up. You lead them. You don't wait for conditions to be perfect. You perfect the conditions with your words. Because atmosphere is not just something you step into. Atmosphere is something you create. And here's the secret. The more consistently you speak with authority, the more naturally it becomes your way of life. You will walk into rooms and shift them without even opening your mouth, because the authority you carry will speak louder than any noise around you. But remember, authority and negativity cannot live in the same mouth. You cannot curse your life with complaints and expect to bless your future with declarations. Choose your side, choose your sound, choose to be a voice that commands life, not a voice that surrenders to circumstance. Your authority is your gift. It's your tool. It's your invisible weapon. And it's activated every time you dare to believe your words matter. Every time you choose to speak. Not from fear but from faith in your assignment. When you command your atmosphere, you stop waiting for things to happen. You make them happen. You stop following the winds of change. You become the wind of change. Now, if speaking with authority can command your atmosphere, what happens when you align your heart, your thoughts and your words together, and your entire being starts speaking the same powerful language? Stay tuned, because the next step will show you how to create unstoppable momentum in your life. Powerful things happen when your heart, your mind, and your mouth come into alignment. When what you believe, what you think, and what you say are speaking the same language, you become a force that cannot be stopped, cannot be shaken, cannot be denied. Most people struggle because they speak one thing, think another, and believe something completely different. They say I'm strong, but inside they believe they're weak. They say I'm blessed, but in their mind they're rehearsing every struggle. They say I'm going to win, but their heart is full of fear and doubt. No wonder their life feels stuck. No wonder their words seem powerless. Because where there is division, there is no momentum. Where there is disagreement within yourself, there is no power flowing. Alignment is the secret. When your heart believes, your mind agrees, and your mouth declares, you create a highway for power to move straight into your life. No hesitation, no confusion, no double-mindedness. Pure, focused, unstoppable energy flowing in one direction forward. It's not enough to just say the right things. You must train your heart and your mind to believe them too. You must meditate on them, rehearse them, repeat them, until your whole inner world starts singing the same song. Because when your heart, your mind, and your mouth are singing the same song, it becomes the loudest, clearest, most undeniable sound the universe responds. Think about it. You can't plant one kind of seed and expect another kind of fruit. You can't believe small, think fear, and speak doubt, then wonder why greatness hasn't shown up. It doesn't work like that. The inside must match the outside. The root must match the fruit. The belief must match the confession. That's why it's so important to not just say things out of habit, but to build a real deep-rooted agreement inside yourself. Because real faith is not pretending. Real faith is inner agreement. It's when your entire being says yes to your destiny, yes to your vision, yes to your future. When your heart believes you are destined for greatness, when your mind thinks thoughts of victory, and your mouth speaks words of life, it's like setting off a chain reaction that nothing can stop. Doors open, opportunities come, people are drawn to you, solutions find you, because you have become a walking, breathing, speaking magnet for the very life you were designed to live. Alignment multiplies your words. Alignment accelerates your dreams. Alignment brings clarity, power, and results. Now, if getting your heart, mind, and mouth in agreement unlocks power inside you, what happens when you start speaking life so consistently that it not only changes you, but transforms everyone connected to you? Get ready, because the final key will show you how your words can set off a revolution bigger than yourself. There is a power in speaking life, not just into your own world, but into the world of others. When you speak life, you don't just change your own circumstances. You become a catalyst for change in the lives of those around you. You become a beacon of light, a source of hope, a channel of possibility. But here's the truth. The most powerful words you speak are not the ones you say to yourself, but the ones you speak over others. We live in a world where people are desperate for encouragement, for hope, for affirmation. Many walk through life silently carrying burdens, doubt, and fear, and your words could be the spark that lifts them from darkness into light. Your words could be the encouragement that ignites someone's passion, the belief that fuels someone's dream, the love that heals someone's hurt. You have that power, but with that power comes responsibility. Are you using your words to lift others? Are you speaking into their potential, their future, their greatness? Or are you using your words to tear them down, to criticize, to judge? Remember, life and death are in the power of the tongue. Your words have the ability to build or destroy, to empower or discourage, to elevate or tear down. If you want to see others grow, speak life into them. When you speak life into others, you plant seeds of greatness in their heart. You remind them of the potential they may have forgotten, the strength they may have overlooked, the dreams they may have abandoned. But it's not just about what you say, it's about how you say it. Speak with intention, speak with belief, speak with love. Speak like you know that the words you speak today could change someone's tomorrow. Speak like you believe in the greatness inside of others, even when they don't see it themselves. Speak life into your friends, your family, your co-workers, your community. Become a life giver, a voice of hope, a reminder that dreams are still alive, that potential is still within reach. And when you speak life into others, something incredible happens. You also begin to speak more life into yourself. The more you pour life into the world, the more life flows back into you. Your words don't just create a ripple effect in the lives of others, they come back and multiply in your own life as well. You become a living example of the power of words, a walking manifestation of what happens when you choose to speak life, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. As you speak life into others, you will find that your own world begins to overflow with the very things you've been declaring. It's the cycle of life. The more you give, the more you receive. The more you speak, the more you manifest. The more you lift others, the higher you will rise. So as you speak life today, remember this: your words have the power to shape the world. Your words have the power to change the course of someone's life. Your words are not just for you, they are for the world around you. Now, if speaking life into others can change not just them, but you, imagine what happens when you start speaking life to every situation in your life, every challenge, every obstacle, every dream. Your life will never be the same again. And with that, we close this chapter. Remember, the power of life is in your words. Speak them wisely, speak them boldly, and watch your world transform.